everybody, and welcome to the Law Comedy Club. This is going to be Quip Talk with your host, Nicky Nasrallah. Yeah, it's Nicky Nasrallah. Nicky Nasrallah. It's Nicky Nasrallah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out to the very first episode of Quip Talk with Nicky. This is so much fun. You guys. But who is Nicky? No one really knows, right? So maybe I should give you a little bit of insight into who I am. I am a little comedian guy. I grew up in Ottawa. Yes, great news, Ottawa. It's funny, I went to a Catholic school growing up because my mom was Catholic, but then I went to an Orthodox Sunday school because my dad was Orthodox. And we had the option of being altar boys at both churches, and I declined because I am no fool. I knew all the cute priests were over at St. Anthony's. And I'm more into rabbis anyway. Anyway, and then I moved to Toronto a few years ago, and I've bounced around a lot throughout the city. I've lived at Yonge and Davisville, I've lived on the Queens Quay, and I've lived at Pape and Danforth, and now I live in Parkdale. And so, yeah, Parkdale's a fun little area. I moved there about 2 years ago, and when I first got there, I was like, oh, this area is not as clean as Yonge and Davisville. And I noticed one night I was walking home alone, and I normally don't get afraid being around alone in the city, but this one night, there were some characters around that I was a little uncomfortable around. And then I realized, what is my defense? Because I have a tiny little frame, and I'm easily susceptible to bad things happening to me. So I was, what do I do? I'm not trained in self-defense. So I realized in that moment that my only defense is I'll be walking alone, and if someone comes up behind me, I'll just fart. You know, you just fart out loud and throw them off a little bit. Because imagine you were coming up behind someone and you were ready to get them, and then all of a sudden you hear this little fart. And let me tell you, it's not gonna smell good. Another place I like to fart is on a dance floor, because I always feel like the music is so loud that no one can smell it. It's kind of attack the senses there. I don't know. I've also done, in the past few years, I've been doing a lot of children's theater, been touring around Ontario, going into schools and performing for kids, and it's so much fun because they're so dumb. It's just, we were doing a puppet show called Goldilocks and the Three Canadian Bears. It was local. And Baby Bear was a puppet, and we would pass him around from actor to actor because we had a Goldilocks and we had a Mama Bear and a Papa Bear, and then only 3 actors touring around. Baby Bear is played by a puppet. So we would pass him around, each different person would play him, and one day, at the end of the show, we heard a little kid say, "Oh my God, that's a puppet." Anyway, I don't know what they're teaching these kids in schools these days. And kids are sassy these days. A little girl came up to me after a show one day and said, "Call me, I know you want to," and then ran away. And I'm just thinking, who are this little girl's parents? Like, who raised her to run up and ask someone to call them and not leave their phone number? Am I wrong here? The fun part was at the end of the show, we would do a Q&A with the kids, and there was always one type of kid that we always found in every single school, and we named that kid the Jumbo Kid. This child was always about, a lot bigger than the rest of the kids, and would always sit in the middle and cast a shadow over the other kids, and usually was mistaken for a teacher, looked between the ages of, he was usually 5 years old, but looked between the ages of like 12 and 42. So that was a fun little thing to do with those kids, yeah. Who else am I? I'm on a Beyonce world tour right now, by the way, just to let you guys know. I have been following her around. I saw her in Toronto, and then I saw her in Montreal, and in about 2 weeks I'll be seeing her in Mexico City. And I'm seeing her again after that. I just can't stop because she gives me life. She's basically God to me. And I can't stop. A person I don't approve of is Lady Gaga. And I believe that she's talented. It's just too much. She has been performing lately. She has a big comeback with a song called Applause, and she performed it at the MTV Music Video Awards, and she did costume changes right on stage. She changed like 4 times during the song. And then she performed on Good Morning America and did a Wizard of Oz theme and changed her costume about 4 more times on stage. And then she did a whole hour-and-a-half concert at the iTunes Festival. And she just kept changing outfits right on stage. She would stop between songs, and her team would come out and change her, and then she would just sit there and talk to them. And I just thought, how pathetic. What a gimmick. It's like she has just become a gimmick. That's all she's about. She's not real. She's not trying to put out good music anymore. She's just trying to get attention for something that requires no talent or skill. And it makes me sick that someone would resort to something like that. To just rely on your music, right? Rely on your voice or something. And thank you. It's a sad state of affairs that we're in right now in the music industry. I'm standing here before you on the set of my talk show. It's called Quip Talk with Nicky. We have famous people, don't you know? First up, a pretty lady. Her name's Laura Cilevitz. You've seen her on your TV. Let's see how funny this will get. Then we'll have a pause, a pause, a pause, and then we'll have a pause, pause, then we'll have a pause, pause, then we have Jayli Wolf will sing you a song, and then a pause, a pause, a pause. Then out comes Debra McGrath, she's very funny, and well deserving of applause, applause. Because she blazed a path for funny ladies, and baby, that's a worthy cause, a cause. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Quip Talk. Na 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 na. Quip Talk. Na 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 na. Quip Talk. Great. Our first guest tonight.
Very sexy.
Very sexy.
The sexiest.
Yeah. You have seen her on Match Game on TV. She was part of the Sketchersons. She's in every single commercial you've ever seen. Let's bring her out. Laura Cilevitz, everybody.
Laura Cilevitz. Laura Cilevitz. She's hot.
Go on. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Really, really hot.
Keep going.
Go ahead.
Very, very hot.
Oh. Spicy. Laura!
Hey.
Hi.
How are you? Hey,
Good.
guys.
How are you?
Hey,
Everyone,
audience.
Laura.
There's an audience.
There is. There's a few people in there. Laura, you I find very funny every time I see you. The first time I've actually seen you was not when you were performing.
Oh.
I was out at karaoke at Cruise and Tangos. It was a Tuesday night, years ago, very long time ago.
Okay.
And you were there with a bunch of other comedians.
Okay.
And you did a show-stopping rendition of Don't Stop Me Now.
Oh my God, I did.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, no one could stop me.
Nobody could stop you. You had the mic flipping, the mic cord was flipping. It was
I think
all.
I did a roll on the ground.
You might
during
have.
that. Yeah, I remember that because my neck hurt the next day.
Oh.
Because I was doing a lot of head rolls.
You remember that?
I do remember because that neck injury, it was bad.
And then after you sang, you tried to make out with the lesbian karaoke host.
Okay, I don't remember that part.
It was funny. It was.
I
good.
wasn't there. I don't remember this.
No.
Okay. Why didn't you say hello? Or
Because I didn't know you then. I would I was like, who is this person? That's what happened then.
was anyone else there?
Anyone?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Isn't that weird? And then I
Yeah,
saw you in the
it's
Sketchersons. You were in there for a long time.
Yeah,
on that
about
show.
3 years.
That's crazy. If anybody doesn't know, the Sketchersons do Sunday Night Live every single week on Sunday. Just like Saturday Night Live, they write a whole new 1-hour show with a host.
It is just like Saturday Night Live.
Exactly. How was that experience for you?
Great. You write a new show every week, which is really cool. Helped me get really good at memorizing lines.
Oh, good.
Because you're freaking out, because sometimes you don't get a script until that day, and you gotta just do your best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wing it.
Yeah.
Wing
it
it.
was a great experience. I loved it. Yeah.
And now you're pretty much on everyone's TV now because you're in every commercial.
Oh, yeah.
How many are you on right now? How many are airing?
I don't know. I feel like there's 3 airing right now.
Okay.
But this year, I feel like I've done 8.
Wow.
I eat on camera really well. Here, watch. I'm gonna pretend this is a cup of coffee. Watch. It's a good coffee. Thank you. It's beer, so.
That really makes me want to drink coffee.
Yeah, you should watch me eat a salad.
Oh.
And really jazz it up, yeah.
Isn't that, if you were casting something, would you want to cast the same person who's been in every other commercial on TV?
Yes, I would like to cast the same person.
I just find it's an odd practice.
Yeah, you know, I change my hair often. If you guys have noticed, it's really blonde now. I find that really helps. I'll cut it, I'll grow it, extensions, and or I'll dye it, and then it's like, who's that in the room? I'm like, I've never done a commercial before. I had a director like a month ago be like, all right, there was 3 of us, and he was like, which you guys are all new, you guys haven't done any commercials yet, and I'm like, oh no, I've done a few. He was like, oh, like almost like he wanted to cast people that hadn't done commercials yet. I was like, oh, I can unlearn everything. It's fine, I'm good. You want me to do nothing? No problem.
Great.
Yeah.
Do you change your headshot every time you change your hair?
I don't. My headshot is like, I'm 21, my hair is black.
Perfect.
Doesn't look anything like me, but who cares,
Nobody
right?
cares.
I want to surprise people when I walk in the room.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to get a red mohawk
Yeah.
and then take a headshot.
My agent hates it. She's
Oh,
like,
really?
get a new headshot, but
It's worked for you so far.
I don't want it. Yeah. I want to smoke weed, you know? I don't want to go and get a headshot. You're going to edit that part out, though, right?
There's no editing in the show. You wrote us a bio,
Okay.
and you said something interesting in there.
Yeah, was it about my career?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. It was,
Was what I do for fun?
no,
or-
yeah, well, it's what you do on your off time, which is exorcising the demons out of your haunted vagina.
Oh, yeah.
So what's happening there? What's going on in there? Let's talk about things.
Well, Halloween's coming up. It's riddled. I've been riddled with a ghost that haunts my vagina for about 2 years now. Okay.
I really hope this is a true story.
So this is a true story. I went to. Did I write that in? Okay.
It's in there. It's online. If anybody wants to go to the Quip website, quipmag.com/quiptalk, you can read it there.
Yeah, someone can go just check the facts there. I went to a psychic. I was living in LA a few years ago, and I was having a bad day. And I was like, I don't want to talk to my friends. I want to talk to a stranger, and I want to pay them to listen to me. So I went to a psychic. And that is a really good thing if you want that in your life. Just so you know, if you're ever like, oh man, I'm going to say something horrible to my friend, don't go to a psychic. They'll give you good advice.
For a little bit of money.
I went on a search. I found a psychic. She was this really young girl, and her reading was spot on. Everything. Like my relationship with my mom. Like she got that. She got my nightmares. I have had nightmares every single night of my life. Since I can remember dreaming. It's awful. I often get shot in the back of my head.
Really?
In dreams. And you know, people tell you can't die in dreams.
She does it.
I die a lot
Wow.
in dreams. It's horrible. I wake up crying, and yeah, it's scary.
I have nothing recurring. I never recur dreams.
Yeah, she got everything right, spot on. And then she was like, I'm sensing some I was in a long distance relationship at the time, and she was like, I'm sensing your relationship, and he's not here. And I was like, yeah, and it's long distance. And she was like, I'm sensing infidelity, though. I'm really sorry. And I'm like, oh, no, that's me. I'm the infidelity. Like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I cheat on him. Yeah, for sure. And come on, right? Look at my boobs. Anyways, they're big, and they are as big. I know the camera adds like 10 pounds, but like my boobs are really this big in person. So anyways, side note there.
Right, I can vouch for it.
anyone. Really great bra, Victoria's Secret. It's amazing. Anyways, so she was spot on, and then she was like, okay, well, the reason why, and I was like, I've actually always wondered why I've been like, a cheating bastard, and, or bitch, whatever. We can swear. You said I
Why
can
not?
swear.
Do it. Say anything you want.
Fuck, ass, cunt.
Right.
Why do people say that cunt is the worst word? It's a great word.
I think it's great. It cuts right through. I like it.
It really does cut right through. It's
It gets the point across.
You're a cunt. Or like, oh, cunt,
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, just a side note there. So she told me that she was like, you have an evil spirit. And it's not you, it's actually an evil spirit that lives in you that is like a ghost would haunt a house. And I'm like, okay, so if a ghost that haunts my body, and she was like, well, it lives in your, I'm like, I have a demon in my vagina. She's like, evil spirit. You have an evil spirit that resides in my vagina, and it lives there. It haunts my vagina like a ghost would haunt a house.
Wow.
And then she told me that I could pay her $300 for her to meditate for a day to get rid of it.
What a marketing scheme.
Yeah, so I didn't do it because I thought, you know what, if this demon or evil spirit is in me, then it makes me who I am, right?
Right.
I don't want to get rid of an evil spirit that makes me who I am, especially when it lives in such a great place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
I have a great
accommodations.
vagina.
Rent is super cheap.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's very special. I love it. Do you love your vagina, Nadine?
Love it.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't love their own women? You love your vagina, right? Let's hear it for your vaginas.
Yes. I also love my vagina.
Yeah, amazing. It's beautiful. I've seen it.
So you're letting it live there. Have you named it?
I have tried to exercise it out.
Okay.
I think it's still there.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's a part of me,
What is the process to exercise it out?
We had a gathering of about 16 women who were pure of heart.
Great.
We each brought rituals, and quite honestly, actually, and if I guess they watch this, they'll find this out, but as we were getting closer to exercising the demon into a Tupperware container, I actually asked the demon not to leave. I was like, I don't think I want it to go.
That's so cute.
When it sings to me, it's amazing.
You guys.
We sing, we do duets.
I'm
It's awesome.
jealous. I
Yeah,
want to.
we are great harmonizing together. You should hear it.
We're gonna do that later.
I'm not even wearing underwear. You might hear it tonight.
Yes.
And I should probably be more conscious of how I'm singing.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, and actually in the news recently, I read a story, and I'm sure maybe if you read the news.
No one reads the news here.
If you do, there was a story, and I read that a man told a girl, I think in China, that she had a demon that lived in her vagina, and her vagina was haunted, and the way to get it out was he fucked her. Yeah, and then she went to the police and was like, I don't feel good about this. And he's charged, and I was like, well, I wish someone would have told me they could fuck this demon out of me.
It's all about choices. It's all choices.
Well, that's where I'll be for the next 2 weeks.
Well, Laura, I feel like I know you very well now. So let's move forward and play a fun little game that I like to call the Best Friend Challenge.
Woo! Okay. Best friends. Oh my God, there's sketch pads?
Yeah. Here's how it's going to work. Nadine has prepared some questions for us to answer about each other. And she's going to go ahead and we're going to see what we think the other person would answer. Or like,
This is the newlywed game.
kind of. Except the difference is we don't really know each other. So it'll be fun.
Okay. Okay. So I just have to assume.
Yeah.
I have to guess what, and I'm trying to get it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a good idea of who you are.
Okay. What's your sign?
Libra.
Oh, I love Libra.
That wasn't one of your questions, was
I'm
it?
a Libra too.
What? Oh my.
What are you, a Gemini?
Cancer. Gemini.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh, wow.
They're the worst.
Okay.
Getting off to a bad start here, like being best friends.
All right, moving on.
All right. Question number 1.
Is this a competition?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's make it one.
Someone
Okay.
wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please list your favorite quote. And by your, I mean the opposite person.
Right.
Sorry, what?
Your
What is Nikki's favorite quote?
But your question is what's my
What's your
favorite quote? Your favorite quote is... So creepy.
Ooh, I think I spelled that wrong.
Are we ready for question number 2?
I am.
Oh, what? Okay, so we do this after.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
How do I...
Just do it quickly. No one will.
What did you swear you would name your firstborn?
Oh.
You would swear whether you'd name your
Yeah.
firstborn.
How long does it take you to get ready in the morning?
Um,
Who
Entertaining.
is your number 1 celebrity crush?
who's my number one? Who's her number one celebrity crush?
Oh my god, I don't even know what my number 1 celebrity crush is.
I do.
Nikki, one more question.
Sure.
How old were you when you had your first kiss?
Oh. Good luck with
A
those
real kiss? What kind of kiss we're
With
talking
tongue.
Oh, I've never. Oh.
Not associated with 7 Minutes or in Heaven or Spin the Bottle.
Independently, romantically.
about? Romantically. Oh man.
All right.
All
Back
right,
to the beginning. Is that everything?
Yeah, let's look at the answers.
Okay.
All right, let's look at the first question was, what is your favorite quote? So Nikki's favorite quote is,
So does the way this work? Okay. So I have to say it, but isn't he supposed to say what your actual favorite quote is first? No.
No.
Okay, I'm making up rules.
Yeah. Just
well,
go
it
for
wasn't a competition until just
Until
now.
I said okay. I hope someone. Okay, I want someone to win.
Okay.
So I have to say, okay, what was the question?
What is Nikki's favorite quote?
Oh, Nikki's favorite quote is "Hands up to the sky, bum out to God."
Cute.
Is that correct, Nikki?
It is not. My favorite quote is from the Golden Girls. It's, if you take a chance in life, sometimes good things happen and sometimes bad things happen, but if you don't take a chance, nothing happens.
That is basically what that is.
It's very close. It's very close. I wrote that your favorite quote is "Live your life, girl" by Mary J. Blige.
Ooh, I like that.
Is that close?
Just live your life, like
Yeah.
Rihanna says in that song.
Right?
Just live your life. I about cry when I hear that song because I'm like, you should just.
Was I close?
Yeah.
Point,
Okay.
Nikki.
Great.
All right, next question. What did you swear you would name your firstborn?
Cunt.
That is for sure
Laura
correct.
gets the point.
Okay.
I
With the exclamation
wrote.
point though.
I said you would, if it's a girl, Olive. If it's a boy, Oliver.
Ew, no.
No, I'm
Okay.
wrong.
We are
You know
now.
what? I don't get it. Like, why did everyone last year name their daughter Olive?
Because there was a TV show called Veronica's Closet, and Kathy Najimy played a character named Olive.
Well, she's great, but I think it's from Little Miss Sunshine because that little girl's name is Olive, and everyone's like, "Oh, she's so cute."
And all the kids
she's
who were
so
teenagers then had
cute."
babies.
Cut your hair, Olive.
Right?
It's too long.
All right.
Kids should have kid haircuts. That's all I'm saying.
How long does it take you to get ready in the morning?
I say Nikki takes 5 days.
So close. It's 4 days.
Oh, no!
Nikki?
All right. I was a little more realistic. 45 minutes.
Yeah, that is probably it.
Yeah.
Because I shower, and that's half an hour.
Me too.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And then 15 minutes just like looking at myself.
No.
The rest I
Nothing
just
else.
wake up, man.
okay, so we're 2-1 Nikki right now.
Cool.
There are points. I love this became a competition.
So the next question was, who's your celebrity crush?
Crush.
I'd say it is the new renounced. He had renounced himself recently from homosexuality. It is Antoine Dodson.
Yes.
One of my favorite people.
Hide your kids, hide your wives.
Yeah, they're ripping everybody out here.
Good choice.
Where is that guy, you know? Well, I know he
Well,
renounced his homosexuality.
Right.
He's straight now.
He's a YouTube sensation, that guy.
What was that correct, Nikki?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I put Alexander Skarsgård or whatever his name is.
Oh.
Because he's, tall.
I do
and-
like blondes. I do like blondes. I couldn't even tell you who I like, though.
He's just so
Who
naked
do
all
I
the time.
like?
Who
Who do I like?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
I love Dustin Hoffman. I do love Benedict Cumberbatch. He is my crush.
Dustin
that
Hoffman
face.
has a young son.
Dustin
just so
Hoffman.
you know. Who's very cute.
Go for it, Laura.
Just letting you know.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
final question
Annie's
was,
Jewish.
how old, so wait, we're at 2-2. How old were you when you had your first kiss? Non-game related kiss.
I think you're a very respectful person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, you don't just give that milk for free. Milk being cum. I said you were 37.
So it's coming. It's coming.
Is that correct, Nikki?
No. I'm going to say I was, what was I? 21 in secret. And
I get it.
maybe 23 for real?
Okay,
Is that
but
weird?
But it was 21.
Yeah, for real.
23? That's
Yeah.
a kiss.
Yeah. I was a very late bloomer. No one wanted a piece of this.
Why not?
Well, I was mean to a lot of people.
Okay, that would do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I put people off.
Oh, because you were like fighting like demons
Demons.
inside of you.
Yes, I had some. They're gone.
Okay.
I voted that you
Fuck them
were
out of you.
a whole 11.
Woo! That's really young and disgusting.
Well, Laura,
What was it?
I think I was 12.
Yeah!
yes.
I would
I
say
remember
Nikki
him.
is a better friend than you.
Yay!
Thank
I
you
learned
for
so
playing
much
the
more
best
about
friend
you.
game.
Oh, Laura.
Yeah.
I wish you had taken the time to get to know me.
I'm sorry, this music, it's like we're going back in time.
It's adorable. Thanks, Paul.
Where does this go? Over
That
there?
goes- yeah, throw it back there. And we're going to send you off now, young lady.
Okay, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. Laura
Thank
Cilevitz,
you.
everybody.